It's also super interesting as a songwriter to realize, you know, like some songs come in 15 minutes and some songs take 15 years.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, that part.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's so funny. And then it's the some of the ones he works so hard on, like you spend 2 years writing, and it like again, like and like not that the numbers or anything are the end goal to always, but it is funny to see that the reception isn't necessarily what you expected for how much work you put in sometimes. And sometimes you're like, oh yeah, I took up my acoustic guitar, wrote this in 8 seconds, and
Yeah.
people are like, oh, this is the best song you ever wrote. I'm like, but I spent years and years and years on this one.
I mean,
It's so
there's two
funny.
things to that. One, I think it's interesting because Callie literally said that she took I think a year to write Ever Be.
Hmm.
Right. Callie wrote Ever Be. Yeah. And they had a whole notebook about it.
Hmm.
Like it took a year for that record. And then you have songs like So Will I that took a year, 2 years to write that are crazy. But
Hmm.
then it's like the other side of the coin is like when it comes to like, oh, it spent years, I think we can be perfectionists sometimes.
Sure.
We cannot trust our judgment, or I think it's just like we're so at least for me, I'm not gonna say like for everybody, at least for me, sometimes I can get so wrapped up in the process or I can get so wrapped up in the record. I'm
Sure.
like, it just doesn't feel like it. I wish it could in this, or it doesn't feel blah, blah, blah. But I think giving this ourselves a space to be creative, but also like giving ourselves the space to be like, it's not like maybe I'm just like overthinking everything. Just let it be what it is. And let whatever happen happen. Being open handed with it instead of like, I gotta make this work or you know what I mean? So it's finding the balance when it comes to that. So yeah, but I do agree, like sometimes it is annoying that I wrote this in 10 minutes. Amazing. I took 2 years on this. Oh yeah, it's cool. It's got a nice beat. Like,
Yeah, man. I actually relate a lot to what you were saying about like sometimes maybe we're trying to be too perfectionist with the tracks, because you listen to some of these like tracks that are on the radio and you're like, I would have never written that lyric because it seems too simple or too cliche. But obviously these professional songwriters are, so maybe I'm being too hard on myself. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm making it too hard on myself. Like, and that's why it's taken forever to get the track out, or I don't know. It is just interesting to see um, how hard, how judgmental we can be on our songwriting. Absolutely.